Hello there, you lovely people. I hope you're safe and I hope that you're well. In this week's video, I would like us to get smart with our own self-doubt. Self-doubt is something that can really get in the way. It can also hold us back from being who we want to be because of this constant fear of maybe us doubting ourselves or what other people might be thinking. It might be a failure. So what I want us to learn to do in this video is I want us to learn to understand that we need to own it, and actually to kind of understand how that is getting in the way and maybe stopping us from living the best life that we can live. So in order for us to become aware of our self-doubt, we need to kind of just explore it. Now, other people will pick up on our self-doubt, and this is where self-doubt can have an effect because it can lower our confidence and other people can pick up on it. And if we don't have confidence in us, then how are we going to expect other people to believe in us, have confidence in us, want us to do well when we don't even think of it ourselves? And what can happen is that it can affect friendships, it can affect our schoolwork, it can affect maybe applying for our first job or even changing jobs. It can affect revision, it can maybe even affect finding a loved one in your life. So what I want us to do is just recognise it. In what way does it kind of stop you or get in the way of you living your life? Because again, building on, you're going to roll your eyes now, but building on your self-awareness, okay, that's exactly what this channel is all about, will allow us to do something about it. So with that self-doubt, instead of having that kind of lack of confidence or lack of belief in yourself or thinking, what if they don't like me? It might be, what about if I'm no good? It might be, what if I fail? It might be, what if I make no friends? Instead of that, let's learn to understand it and let's learn to banish it. If it's helping you, if that self-doubt is helping you in your life and if it's comforting and if it helps you be the best version of you, crack on with it. But I highly doubt it, so let's do something about it. What I need us to imagine with self-doubt is an old school boombox. And with that old style boombox has two speakers. Now, when it comes to self-doubt, we have that inner critic constantly going, constantly negative. I can't do it. This is rubbish. I'm no good. And we've got that inner critic, okay? And that inner critic is, I can try. I'm good enough. I'm going to do my best. Now, what I need us to do is I need us to realise that actually if we're constantly having that boombox on a really loud volume of that inner critic, no wonder we're going to be holding ourselves back because that's what we're up against. So what I need us to do is I need us to learn to turn down the volume on that inner critic, okay? It's boring, it's old, it doesn't help us. And I need us to learn to turn up the volume of our inner coach, our inner cheerleader. If you can learn to understand that inner chatter, it can really help you because what you can do is you can allow yourself, you can catch yourself out and go, hello cheeky inner critic, or whatever it might be. Because then it's that self-awareness that will allow you to challenge it, to turn down the volume of that inner critic, and then actually start to play something decent and turn up the volume on your inner coach, your inner cheerleader. I need you to remind yourself of your beliefs. I need you to remind yourself of your values. And to do that, I want us to maybe, if you need to, make a note and put 5 negatives that you think about yourself on one side of a piece of paper. Just 5 is my max. And then on the other side, I want you to write a list of all the good things, the good qualities about who you are as a person. And if you need to get your friends or your family members involved and just text them or ask them, what is it that you like about me? What do you think is one of my good qualities? Then do that. So on one side of the piece of paper will be 5 negatives that you believe about yourself. And on the other side, I'd like there to be endless amount of the positives of who you are. Now, what I need you to learn to do in life is instead of keep focusing and looking at that negative side of that piece of paper, flip it over. Flip it over. Because sometimes what's going to happen in life, if you're constantly looking and holding on to those negatives, there's your self-doubt. There's your self-doubt. So flip it over and look at the good things. And what I'd also recommend you to do is to create either out of a piece of card, a love heart shape or a star shape, and put the positives of who you are on there. No negatives, just positives. Because then what we can do, and put it somewhere where you can see it every single day, because then there's your constant reminders as soon as you're waking up, or when you're kind of having your breakfast on the fridge, whatever it is, the reminders of who you are, those good qualities, core qualities of who you are as a person. Self-doubt can sometimes be really interrupted by comparison. Now, be aware of social media. Social media is where we are comparing the very worst of ourselves to the very best of somebody else that's spent time creating this picture, this post. So just be aware and stop comparing yourself to other people. You are you. Be you. Embrace being you. We only have one life of learning to love who we are. So stop comparing yourself to other people. I'd love for you to be able to remember your past achievements. And even if that's looking back at the second lockdown in 2021, and actually just having this reminder that, wow, I got through that. Or actually, do you know what? I managed to continue to make friends in 2021. Whatever it is, I want us to remind ourselves it doesn't have to be of any medals that we've won. It's just about those achievements of even getting through life, even if it was actually getting a good grade on a piece of work that you thought you flunked. Whatever it is, it's about reminding yourself of those past achievements, because then that can just remind us of the things that we're capable of doing in the future too. And when it comes to banishing that self-doubt, is hang around with good people, hang around with supportive people, because they will bring out the best in you, not only with your kind of what you can contribute towards a friendship, but also kind of towards yourself and allow you to feel good. And don't forget the importance of self-compassion. That self-compassion about you realising that you're doing the very best that you can do right now. And whilst it might not necessarily be 100%, you're giving it your best shot. Okay? And for you to do that, you need to keep trying, keep moving. Don't stay stuck. Don't stay stuck. So yes, there's just a few ideas for you. But remember, if you're going to doubt yourself, then why are you ever going to have anybody else that is going to really want to believe in you when you don't even believe in yourself? So yeah, let's work on that self-doubt. That in turn will kind of build our confidence, build our self-esteem, hold ourselves kind of with more pride and being proud of who we are. So yeah, I believe in you. You should do too. Take care. I look forward to doing a video next week. And whatever you do, just stay awesome and just in it together. Bye everybody.